Hi everyone, welcome to Simble Things, a channel where I talk about living with C-PTSD and everything that goes along with that. So today's video, we're going to talk about why I don't celebrate Christmas, why I have issues with Christmas, something like that. I've not decided on the video title exactly yet. I just know it's going to be about my experiences with Christmas, why it's difficult for me or why it has difficult memories. So let's just go straight into it, right? So for me growing up, I grew up in a Muslim household, a very strict Orthodox Shiite Muslim household. So we didn't celebrate Christmas at all. So Christmas time to me was like the way I kind of understood Christmas was basically all the stuff that happened at school around Christmas, whether that was leading up to Christmas and people doing, oh, we're going to do this thing for Christmas or that thing for Christmas, or make a Christmas decoration for your tree that you're not going to have. And, write a letter to Santa about all the things that you're not going to get. Right? Like it's all this kind of like stuff. And then the actual Christmas like break, like the actual holidays, it meant extra time with like my family and at home. So if you've watched my other videos about the kind of root of my C-PTSD, you'll understand that that's not ideal, right? And then the other thing was like after the holidays, I realized there was such a disconnect for me with the people I was around. I also went to a Catholic school, and yeah, so it was pretty much all white people at my school. And so there was this massive disconnect, and what I really hated about going back to school in January was just for days, or what even seemed like a week or two at the time, like that's all anybody would talk about was Christmas stuff, what happened, what they got, invariably what they got, right? And I just feel so isolated. I mean, during the Christmas break when I had to spend more time at home, I just feel more isolated, and there'd be all the Christmas cheery things on TV and talking about how important family is and that kind of thing. And that was really hard as well. So like all these things wrapped up together just make Christmas, well, they did make it. They made it a really difficult time. Now, I'm actually okay with it. It is what it is. It goes, it comes, it goes, I don't really care that much. But growing up, it was really, really hard. And I know it's still really hard for some people. I've kind of found my peace for it, but I understand that it's way harder for other people. There's a lot of people that lose close family members during Christmas, or when Christmas comes, it reminds them the time of the people that aren't here. And so that's really hard for them. So yeah, like Christmas is just so many like memories of just feeling even more isolated than normal. I was always like isolated from the people I went to school with, and I always felt isolated when I was at home, and it it always seemed to like reinforce that isolated nature, because everything's going on about family and how great family are and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, well, what if your family aren't great? Like, how are you supposed to feel then? Like, you're supposed to still care for this family that aren't so great? Like, and then when you go back to school and just everybody talking about all this stuff that they got, and I didn't. I had to spend extended time at home trying to avoid my parents as much as I could, probably playing on the computer or reading as much as I could to just not deal with them. So for everybody else out there that's having trouble over the holiday period, for all of you out there that don't love Christmas, well, here's another person that's on your page, right? Like, it's hard, but remember there's that hashtag help for the holidays, and honestly, I will guarantee that I will reply to anyone who comments on this video. And if you want to talk to me via the comments, then I will 100% reply to you. I'll make an effort to do that. So yeah, like, I'm sending love to anybody out there that is having trouble in this kind of holiday season. And remember, you're not alone. There's loads of us that can't be dealing with Christmas. And remember, you don't have to partake. Your family might celebrate Christmas, but if that's a really terrible time for you, just tell them no. Like, you can do that. And I'm sure they'll guilt trip you about all that crap about family. Christmas is about family and blah, blah. Well, if they were that great in the first place, you wouldn't be having issues about spending that time with them anyway. You know, if you've got the money, you could try and go away somewhere, or just pretend you've gone away somewhere and just be at home secretly. I won't tell anybody, right? It's the same family that might get annoyed at you for not spending Christmas time with them are the same family that have caused you to feel that way, right? So don't let them guilt trip you into spending time with them when you know you really don't want to, and you know that it will be better for your mental health to step away from it. Do you know what? If you do it once, it's easier to do it again, right? It becomes normalized, and you can do that for yourself. It is okay. It is your choice. Don't let anyone railroad you into having to have their perceived idea of what Christmas should be. They want you to care about Christmas the same way that they might do, or the same way that they pretend to. I don't know. All I'm saying is, you don't need to care. Christmas is a thing like many other things, and you don't need to care about it if you don't want to. It doesn't have to beat you down. It just doesn't have to be this thing that worries you so much. Like, you can excuse yourself from it. And if any family try to force that point, it's just, they're just providing further evidence of why you don't want to be there, and the good reasons why you don't want to be there. So, as I said, anybody who wants to comment and talk during this holiday season, you're welcome to comment, and I promise to reply. And I hope you have a good time off work, if nothing else. And maybe just, time to center. Christmas Day is often where I just excuse myself from the world. I'll put my phone fully onto silent and leave it in the corner somewhere. And I will just do exactly what I want to do. Whether that's listening to records or watching things or just nothing. Maybe some meditation. Maybe I'll play some piano. You can choose what it is you want to do, and you can choose how to shape your time. It's your time. And don't let anybody let you forget that, or railroad you into decisions that make you forget that. This is your time, and it's the one thing you never get back, time. So don't let them take it away from you, and make the decisions this Christmas that make it a better time for you, whether that's partaking in the celebration or whether it isn't. Try and do what's right for you, and have the courage to say what's right for you, because that's important. It's not enough to just try and think it. You need to be able to say that and express it. And if people around you can't deal very well with that, well, you just need to excuse yourself from their presence because they're not being a positive influence on your life and your head. And you deserve that mental peace. And you can get it day by day. You know how it goes on this channel. There's nothing quick and easy. We have this condition. It's serious and it's big, but it's also something we can get through. So I appreciate you watching, and I hope you like, comment, share, all that kind of stuff, just to try and help to get the channel more visible. And until next time, take care.